Alright, Trailblazers, it's time to break down the upcoming banners for Honkai, Star Rail 3.2 to 3.7. And let me tell you, things are about to get wild. We've got brand new characters, huge surprises, and even some unexpected design choices that no one saw coming. So if you're planning your stellar Jade savings, you need to hear this. Also, let me clarify, this video is focused on upcoming new banners, and I'll be making another in-depth video for rerun banners since nothing concrete has leaked about them yet. But trust me, your favorite character will come back sooner or later, so don't stress too much. Plus, Hoyoverse is buffing old characters in 3.2, meaning rerun banners are about to be more valuable than ever. So, let's get into it. Alright, 3.2 is gonna be big, trust me. Castorice and Anaxa are two characters we've all been eagerly waiting for, and it looks like this patch will not disappoint. Now, Castorice is not just any character. She's going to be a game changer. We've heard some crazy leaks, and a lot of them are pretty exciting, so let's break them down. First up, her battle animations. Yep, she's got special animations when entering battles, not just the usual loading screen stuff. Think of flowers blooming under her feet as she walks, petals floating behind her. Doesn't that sound dreamy? Seriously, we didn't even think we'd ever see something like this, but Castorice is pushing the boundaries. I mean, can you imagine that in the open world? It's like living in a fairy tale. Now, her revival mechanic. Each character gets one revive when Castorice is on the field. And, by the way, this is separate for each character. That means your team gets a second chance, which could completely change the way we approach battles. Imagine a boss fight where your team has that extra lifeline. Oh, and her energy regeneration system is based on HP fluctuations. That's right, this is a unique mechanic that we haven't seen before in the game. She's not your typical healer or buffer. Her entire design might actually redefine how we build teams. Castorice is shaping up to be an absolute powerhouse when it comes to sustain and energy manipulation. Now let's talk about Anaxa. He's no longer tied to effect hit rate, which was a big issue for a lot of people in the past. But he's also no longer just a support character. He's a wind erudition character, which means he brings a new flavor to the table. His kit focuses on reducing enemy defense, increasing damage, and applying vulnerability, all at E0. So, from the very start, you're going to be able to help your team hit harder and weaken your enemies. His versatility is huge. He's not just there to support your DPS, he directly contributes to your team's damage output as well. The fact that he doesn't need effect hit rate means that you can focus entirely on his offensive capabilities and not worry about that RNG aspect. This change is massive, and I can't wait to see how he shakes up team compositions. And let's not forget about Mr. Rika. He's the 4-star Path of Remembrance character that everyone's talking about. Apparently, his basic attack animation involves using tape, which is a pretty unique touch. I mean, when was the last time we saw a character using tape as a weapon? That's both funny and creative. Rika seems like someone who can bring both utility and personality to your team. Unfortunately, we don't have an exact release date for him yet, but it's clear that he's ready to make an entrance. And with his finished kit and all these leaks, he's definitely going to be a fan favorite. Next, let's move on to 3.3, and let me tell you, Cypher and Hyacinth are going to be game changers. The leaks surrounding Cypher are mind-blowing. She's possibly the first main DPS Harmony character in the game. Harmony is typically a support role, so the idea of a Harmony character being a main DPS is something we've never seen before. Her abilities could revolutionize team compositions, and honestly, I'm still wrapping my head around the idea of supporting DPS. If you've been following the leaks, you'll know that Cypher has the potential to completely change the meta, and I am all in for that. Now, let's talk about Hyacinth and her Memo Sprite. Her Memo Sprite is a white horse, and honestly, who could have imagined that we would ever see something like this? I mean, until the Remembrance Path came around, we had no clue that Memo Sprites could even look like this. The elegance and mystique of a white horse as a companion is just dreamy. This is one of those moments where the game is pushing boundaries. Who knew Memo Sprites could be so majestic? This small detail just shows how much Hoyoverse is paying attention to the tiniest aspects of their characters. Hyacinth's White Horse Memo Sprite is the kind of feature that gives us that wow factor. This is the kind of character that makes you want to pull just for the aesthetics alone. In 3.4 we'll be seeing Phanon, and let me just say, he's gonna be epic. Phanon is an emanator of destruction, which means we're in for some seriously intense combat mechanics. Alongside him, Dan Hung SP2, his fire preservation form, will bring some new energy to the table as well. Changes to Dan Hung in his SP2 form will definitely push him into a new territory in terms of damage and utility, so look out for that. Now this one is huge. In version 3.5, a Fate collaboration event featuring Archer and Saber. If you're a Fate fan, this is about to be the most hype crossover in HSR history. We don't know if they'll be playable characters or event-exclusive bosses yet, but given how big Fate is, there's a chance they might actually be limited units. If that happens, prepare your Stellar Jades because these banners are going to be absolutely stacked. Version 3.6 is currently a mystery, no confirmed characters yet. But for 3.7, we're looking at Cyrene, who might be another emanator. True, she could be as powerful as Phanon, following another Aeon's path. Now, I know you're all wondering about rerun banners, and let me clear this up. From 3.2 to 3.7, there have been no official leak confirmations about which reruns we're getting and whether there will be triple rerun banners. But here's the thing. Don't worry. If you've been waiting for your favorite character, chances are they're going to make an appearance somewhere. Can't tell you exactly which version they'll rerun in, but I'll definitely be making another video where we speculate about this. 3.2 is also going to be buffing older characters, making it even easier to pull on rerun banners. If you're looking to pull blindly, this could be your chance. So, stay tuned for my rerun speculation video where I'll talk in depth about the characters I expect to see and how their kits will synergize with newer characters. Alright, that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you're as excited as I am for these upcoming banners. Which character are you most excited to pull for? Is it Castor Ice and her flower powers? Cypher and her main DPS potential? Or maybe you're all in for Phanon? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, don't miss my rerun video where I'll be diving into all of your favorite characters and speculating about when they might show up again. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest Honkai updates. Catch you in the next video, and until then, happy pulling, Trailblazers!